to APICS News1. I'm Beth Rennie from the Skycopter. Tonight we have some breaking news. I'm above the streets of Chicago, and we're seeing swarms of people flooding the newsstands in anticipation of the latest APICS magazine. It's a madhouse. They look like little ants down there. There's obviously something very big inside. When I get back to the studio, we'll delve deeper into this issue of APICS magazine and learn just what is causing so much excitement. But first, here's APICS reporter Jennifer Proctor with an exclusive look at APICS Operations Management Now.
This is Jennifer Proctor reporting live from the APICS Chicago news desk. Today I've got a story that will make us all think twice before jumping into any murky writing assignments without a life jacket. By now we've all heard of Operations Management Now, which is meant to give insights into how popular news stories relate to the APICS Operations Management body of knowledge. But how does this seemingly small publication get produced so it can make a big impact? Well, folks, it all starts with some big help from APICS Research Associate Jennifer Norberg. She dives right in by combing magazines, newspapers, and other specialty publications to gather a list of possible topics. APICS staff members gather in an undisclosed location to discuss the possibilities. Sometimes the subject material has APICS written all over it. Other times the group has to dig to find something relevant to the APICS body of knowledge. Yet everyone on the team has something to contribute. Consider the following samples of topics from the recent edition of Operations Management Now: trust, labor management, working with Gen Y and the baby boomers, swine flu, and forward integration. Now that's a mouthful. And it's also quite a wide variety of subject material. So this fine group of top secret news agents really has to take a bite out of it. They must chew through a wide variety of opinions and viewpoints to make the ingredients in this publication just right. After the team agrees on key points of the article, one person on the team hatches a rough draft, which is subjected to review and revision by a smaller team of contributors. This team finalizes a draft, which is submitted to ABE for ABEification. This is the point where the APICS CEO has the opportunity to insert more of his ideas, language, and links to the APICS body of knowledge. APICS managing editor Elizabeth Rennie then copy edits this draft with her dangerous red pen. In addition, she researches which magazine articles might provide more information on the subject, and she crafts discussion questions related to the material. Now the final draft and its extra subject matter go to Becky Balliot, who is an APICS marketing manager. Based on the content, she identifies what products will be promoted that week, develops the copy for the resources page, and creates the tracking code, which she also calls the APICS stalking element, to see what readers are checking out on the resources page and the APICS website. Lastly, an appropriate web content manager sets up the email, web page, and associated resources. This person sends a test, and when that is approved, the final publication is released. All of this happens in the course of 4 days, Tuesday to Friday, and it happens week after week. Operations Management Now marks the first time APICS staff members have committed to a weekly publication, and it's getting positive feedback. I know I enjoy reading it.
Welcome back to the studio, Beth. Wow, that looked like quite a mob scene downtown. I hope you were able to get your hands on a copy.
Well, Ingrid, it was tough, but as you can see, I got one. And now I understand what all that commotion was about. Apparently, the editors of APICS magazine have produced a no-holds-barred tell-all issue where readers can learn about everything that goes into making such a fine piece of literature. For example, did you know APICS magazine is an award-winning publication featuring innovative ideas and real-world strategies for inventory, materials, production and supply chain management, planning and scheduling, purchasing, logistics, warehousing, e-business solutions, and much more. Published bi-monthly, APICS magazine is a trusted resource for innovative ideas and practical solutions. The numerous departments explore industry basics, the latest techniques, and everything in between. and the feature articles delve into some of the most pressing issues affecting today's operations and supply chain management professionals. There is something for everyone, whether you're just starting out in your career or you're an industry veteran. Each issue includes fascinating feature articles authored by operations and supply chain management practitioners, consultants, educators, and pioneers. Working closely with these magazine authors, the eagle-eyed editors painstakingly check each page of text for style, clarity, and grammatical integrity. Once each article is the absolute best it can be, the editors begin collaborating with their design firm in order to find the most eye-catching and compelling visual elements. After rounds and rounds of meticulous edits, the magazine is delivered to the printer, where it's inspected one last time and then, finally, sent to APICS members and subscribers around the world. Best yet, there is a digital version of the magazine on the APICS website, easily accessible at the click of a mouse.
Wow, Beth. If I may use the term awesome, that magazine sounds like a pretty awesome publication.
You may indeed, Ingrid. You may indeed. And now let's turn to your interview with, yourself.
Thanks, Beth. I'm Ingrid Ostby, co-host of the Industry Content News team. And I recently had the pleasure to sit down with Administrative Assistant Christopher Jablonski, who had the pleasure of sitting down with me to interview me about e-news. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hi, Ingrid. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. No problem. And you can go ahead and ask me questions about e-news anytime.
Okay, so what is e-news?
E-news is an e-newsletter that comes out twice a month, covering relevant and recent topics in the news about industry topics.
Okay, and that answers my second question.
Which is?
How often does it come out?
Twice a month, Chris, and sometimes 3 if you're lucky.
Huh. Well, what sort of topics are covered in e-news?
Well, topics include transportation and logistics news, warehousing and manufacturing news, supply chain and operations management, and much more.
So where do these stories come from?
They come from many different sources of news publications, such as Fleet Management, Industry Week, and lesser-known publications like the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times.
Okay, so who edits e-news?
Wow, what an interesting question, Chris. I actually am the editor of e-news.
Do you have anything else to add about e-news?
Gee, Chris, I think that's about it. Thank you, Chris, for coming in, and back to you, Beth.
Hello again. I'm Beth Rennie, and this is the Grammar Police. We blow our whistles on treacherous typographical hazards, valiantly safeguarding you and your loved ones from ghastly grammar. Today, I'm reading a sister publication to APICS Magazine, the electronic newsletter, APICS Extra. Let's see what we can find. My word! Is that an ampersand in the middle of that sentence? What an unholy abomination! Let's make that A-N-D right away. Why is forecasting capitalized here? Oh no, it's another case of hypercapitalization. The horror! We'd better knock down that F. All right now, what else can we find today? Yikes! Is that effecting with an E when the author means to influence, to shape, or to change? We'd better make that affect before our readers get completely befuddled. Let's see, is there anything else in this issue of Extra requiring the eagle eyes of the Grammar Police? Oh no. No! It can't be! People, it's confirmed. We have an extraneous apostrophe sighting. The black hole of the punctuation universe has reared its hideous head. Thank goodness I have my trusty red pen. Phew, that was a close one. but the grammar police have persevered once again. I'm Beth Rennie, signing off and reminding you that good grammar costs you nothing. Thanks for watching APICS News 1.